everybody. We just wanted to reach out and say hello as we've started these 2 new groups now. We have Business Accelerator Meetup 1, and now we've recently taken over another group.
BAM 2.
BAM 2.
BAM 2.
Shazam, bam. And so we just wanted to talk about and have you get to know what some of the feedback is of what's been going on in the first couple of sessions and where we'd like to take this group together.
Absolutely. I want to introduce everyone to my partner, Penny. Penny is a productivity expert. She's an author. She's an international speaker. She's got a radio show. She does workshops. She does boot camps. She's awesome. And she's just a great partner to have. So this is Penny.
Thank you. And Bears, this is why we're partners together, because Bears is amazing. He's a great communicator, and he helps sales teams and also business owners to get really clear on their messaging, whether it's to their customers, internal in their organization, or just within the leadership team. He's an amazing speaker. He's also an author. He's authored a training program, which is available online, and he's got some really big aspirations, and I know he provides a huge amount of value, and that's why we connected.
My mom would be so proud right now.
And so, you know, the funny thing is that we have this in Pennsylvania, but we met actually in Nevada.
Like, what's like at least like 20 miles away.
Yeah, oh yeah, a few miles away.
Thousands of miles away. You know, we all talk about how the world is saturated, right? We all know each other because of social media. Penny and I went 2,500 miles away, all the way to Henderson, Nevada, just outside of Las Vegas. And we met because she was up in front of the room presenting, and she put her phone number up there, and it started off with 484. Well, when you're in Nevada, 484 is your next door neighbor. And I thought, I've got to meet this person. She's my neighbor. So we ended up coincidentally meeting again later that night and decided we got to catch up. And we caught up at a nearby place for coffee back in January, I guess it was, right?
Yeah,
back in January, and immediately realized we have some great synergies, some great ideas, and we were on the same path about personal development and really empowering people to be as much as they can be, to be as great as they can be, and to step forward into what is their greatness. And that's what we're doing with these groups. We want to have 2 really incredible groups and create some really awesome synergy. That's why it's called BAM, Business Accelerator Meetup. So the first few sessions, Penny, what have we done so far, and where are we going?
Well, so far we had a session around understanding how you can promote yourself via video. And we also talked about, with me, last month, around productivity. So
it was really good. You should have been there.
Yeah, you missed it. Well, don't worry. We'll probably do another one sometime soon. But it was great because we also got the experience to meet some of you and to get your feedback of this format. Because as you can tell, we're super excited about adding value and working with you to make your businesses better and to just be the best that you can be. So that feedback is really, really important. So what's some of the feedback that we got?
Well, some of the feedback was, number one, I loved your energy last time. The first time when we did the video, it was something I think people needed, but they wanted more interaction. They wanted to do more, they wanted to have a meetup that was more meeting their needs, specifically what they needed to help their business move forward. And we did a lot of that last week. We did that because we had interaction, we had questions, we had answers.
That's right.
And that's what we want to do more of. We talked originally about having more of a mastermind feel to the group, and that's what we're going after going forward. You know, we have our meetup next week. If you're watching this video, it might be after the meetup's already occurred. So, you know, it's kind of like the Jay Leno show. We're saying today, and it's really last week. But, you know, the next meetup's going to be about social media, and there's going to be a lot of interaction with that. So if you're watching this afterwards, you missed it. Hopefully, maybe you were there, maybe you didn't. But going forward, what we're going to do is we're going to have meetups that are there to meet your needs. And Penny and I will be facilitating those meetups together. And we're going to have people basically come up and say, hey, here's what we're looking for. And each week we're going to have a topic and find out what it is that you need to learn about and what the problems are that you need solved in your business. We're going to talk about it. We're even going to give people the option to maybe give some questions ahead of time.
Absolutely.
So we can have a more focused, centered group when we begin. And there's going to be a whole lot of interaction at the event itself.
That's right, because one of the things we said when we created this group is we don't want to just create another group. This isn't just about networking, and of course there's a networking element to it, but we want it to be a group that's really going to add value to your businesses. And what we saw from those first 2 presentations was, yes, it was adding value, but in the second one, when I was talking and we had a lot of questions that we were answering from the group, we both kind of came afterwards and said, this is what we love, And this is really what's
Right.
adding amazing value to your businesses, is to be able to bring your challenges and problems to the group so that we can solve them. And as you're solving your challenges, I'll bet you're not the only one with that challenge. So everybody's able to benefit.
Penny, when I was a school teacher, it was amazing. Kids would be afraid to ask questions. They would be afraid because they thought they'd have the wrong answer, or they didn't understand something. So they'd be afraid to raise their hand and ask the question. And I always told them, trust me, if you have that question, you're the brave soul, because most other kids are just afraid. They've got the same question. They're wondering the same thing. You're just the one who's brave enough to ask the question. And I think that's really going to help everyone. It's going to create that synergy, that interaction, and that energy in the room that's going to lift everybody up. When people start asking questions, everyone else starts thinking to themselves, I had the same question. Oh my gosh. And this is something I've been working on. It's been a challenge for me for a long time. And we'll not only get our input, we're going to be able to get the input of all the people who are there as well. Because let's face it, in one way, shape, or form, we're all experts. We've all had different experiences, and we can all contribute.
Absolutely. You can bring your best practices to contribute to someone else, and we can also bring our expertise and facilitate that so that everybody gets their key challenges addressed and walks away not only with some great experiences within the group, but some real action items. We wanted it to be tangible and actionable, where you come back the next week and we check in and see, how are things going? Did you implement that, right? We want to hold you accountable as well.
And what we're also going to have is an atmosphere that's fun and inviting.
You're going to be fun?
I'm going to try to be fun, and she's going to try to be inviting.
I'll try.
But what we want to do is, you're going to come. We're going to have some wine, some beer, things like that. We're also going to have some light fare. I think people need to have a little bit more on their stomachs,
we had
right?
some people complaining that we didn't have enough food. So we listened, and we're gonna get you some more food.
We're gonna have a little more food, and we're gonna make it so it's kind of a relaxing Tuesday night, or whatever night of the week we happen to have it. And we want everyone to feel like this is a great place to just sit, chill, get our head on straight, interact with people, and leave more focused and more energized than when they came in. Because let's face it, it's in the evening, and a lot of times your battery's been drained. So we want to charge you back up and get everyone really pumped up. So what we want to do is get as many people coming out as possible. We want to make this as inviting as possible. Penny, what you have anything else you want to say before we sign off to everyone else?
No, I'm just excited to be here with you guys, with Bears, to run this group, and to really make it an added value for your business. So please do come, check us out. You're not sure, you've been on this list a long time. I promise you're going to get a lot of value. Come to give us one chance to come and meet the group and get the value, and then you can decide whether this group is something that you want to continue participating with or find another group.
And we've got that new group too, the BAM 2, right? Which for a lot of you, you may not have been to any of those meetups before. You may not even know who the heck we are. Well, come on out. We want to meet you.
Yes.
And you just never know who else you're going to meet when you're there. Because let's face it, BAM it's full of rock stars.
That's right.
I think
it's
Peter
the
Townsend
rock
was in there
stars.
one time. So we hope to see you at our next meetup. If we've met you already, awesome. If we haven't met you, when you walk in, please walk right up to us, say hi, shake my hand, and if you happen to have a $2 bill, I'll take a $2 bill too. This is really cool to put up on the wall, right?
Well, you can see we're high energy. We're looking forward to seeing you. So we'll see you at the next BAM meeting.
Awesome. We'll see you there. Thanks, guys.
Take care.